Hey everybody, Jenna Stellar here, doing Nerimon's New Year's survey. I was tagged by ShippersNotShipped, which are the ever wonderful Ara Frost and Serenity-Sky. And I was like, I guess I could do it because I'm bored. And I came home from the pub a little while ago and it's dancing and sweaty, so I'm like, yeah, you know what? I got nothing else to do tonight. Saturday night, let's have some fun. So here is the answers to the survey. Number 1. Why are you called that? Well, first of all, my actual name is Catherine, and my mother called me that because she loved Catherine Deneuve, who I believe was an actress. She just thought she was so graceful and regal and very elegant, so that's why she called me Catherine. However, I go by Cat because it's shorter and it's way more fun. My YouTube username, however, is Jenna Stellar because when I was in, I believe, grade 9 or 10, I found out what OCs were, which are, if you do not know, it's an original character. And I love to draw, so I drew this character called Jenna Stellar. And she was like my alter ego. Like, she could dye her hair, she got piercings, she got tattoos, she was a badass. And she got into silly situations with caricatures of professors at our school or teachers at our school and things like that. And then I created a whole thing of her and her friends, and created a mini series called The Chaos Spectrum, and that was kind of high school for me. And I still draw her once in a while, but not as often as I used to, which is unfortunate. Number 2, tell me or us your favorite school teacher. First of all, my high school was very small, and we had a very small budget, so most of our teachers kind of did double duty as different teachers for different subjects. So my favorite teacher was Mr. Cazzetto, and he taught me PE, woodshop, geography, music, or chorus or choral, band, and drama. And together with him, we created our school's jazz choir, which was great. I don't know if they're still doing it, but I loved that I was a part of that. And I was involved in all the school plays, and he really encouraged me to get out there and do more. And he took me and the jazz choir my very first trip to New York, which was amazing. And he was really a big influence on me as a performer, because he really got me into theater, which was great, and singing, which is the best, and tenor saxophone, which I stopped taking after 2 or 3 years because it was too heavy, not because I didn't like it, because I loved it. So, number 3, what's the strangest food you've ever eaten? I'm a pretty picky eater. I don't like trying new things very often. And I don't like eating fruit or anything like that. I don't know why. It's the texture. Just the texture. I know, I'm weird. Okay. But the weirdest food I've ever eaten, aside from sushi, because there's always weird stuff in sushi, is reindeer jerky. Reindeer jerky, and it was so good. Oh, I love jerky. But that was the strangest food I've ever eaten. Jerky. Reindeer jerky. Number 4. Tell us about your first gig. Now, I'm going to do 2 versions of this, because Nerimon had one definition of a gig, and Ara Frost and Serenity-Sky of ShippersNotShipped had another. So, the Nerimon version, my very first gig, so the show or concert I went to, that I was taken to by my parents, was Sharon Lowe's and Bram when I was 1 or 2. Of course I don't remember, but you know, it was big because they had Elephant. If anyone else knows Sharon Lowe's and Bram, the Elephant, I had a really cute elephant stuffed plush, and Elephant came on stage, and I guess I got really excited, and it's happy stuff. And the very first concert that I kind of went to myself or bought the tickets for was Kaylin Porter. If anyone remembers Canadian Idol, he won like season 2, I believe. The biggest crush on him. He was a really good performer. A lot of fun, and that's where I got introduced to Jeremy Fisher, who's one of my favorite artists now. So, and the second part, the ShippersNotShipped version, my first gig as in show that I did. Also, I'm going to do 2 parts. The first show I ever performed in or acted in was a musical in elementary school, where it's like a group of school kids went to I forget if they had to learn music or study music for school, or went to a museum where there were all these composers, but I played Wagner, and my entrance, essentially my only part in the play was they played Flight of the Valkyries, and I rushed into the gym in my sock feet, sliding all over the place. I had a beret on my head and a gigantic cape, and I ran to the gym, like, moving my cape around like I was a vampire. It was great. It was a really good time. The first show that I did as I want to say professional, but the first one I auditioned for and got a really good part in was Godspell in 2008. And that was part of a summer camp thing, and I got to play Jesus. It was great, and that was the first time I was ever in Sackville, and the first time I met some of my closest friends here in Sackville. So it was a great week of memories and theater, and our final performance, it was just great. I was Jesus. It was Jesus. Who gets to say they were Jesus? It was fantastic. Number 5. What is your favorite place in the world? I have a couple. We are currently in one right now. This is my room in Sackville. I love my room. It's actually the reason that I stayed in Sackville, or not stayed in Sackville, but stayed in this house, was my room. It's big. It has like one of those curved windows, and it's the green color is kind of gross, but it's me. I've really made it me. You can see I got my blue shell up there. I got a Harry Potter 7 poster. Here's Batman. Over against the other wall, I have a Brave poster. I have an Alice in Wonderland poster, Batman poster, John Lennon banner, record from radio show that I've been doing for the last year, I guess now. Little things like that. I've made it my own, and I really like it. My other favorite places are New York City. That's my love. That's my favorite place. And Disneyland / Disney World, because you can really roll them in. And particularly Epcot. That's my favorite. Yeah. Who do you want to answer this survey next? I'm going to go ahead and say S&mcooking. So you guys can have fun with that. And I had fun doing this on Saturday night at 10:45, because this is what I do with my life. And now I'm going to go eat nachos and watch Chugga Conroy Let's Play some Pokemon, watch some Adventure Time. Have a relaxing rest of my night. Bye, everybody.